Hello, it's Mette from Denmark, author of Dead Men. Well, today I want to talk to you about honesty. Honesty is one of the greatest things I know. I grew up in a family with a narcissistic father and an alcoholic mother. It wasn't so much fun. So, lying and twisting the truth became a big part of my growing up. My mother would lie about drinking. She would say, "No, I'm not drunk, I'm just tired. I just need to rest my eyes." And my father, he would deflect on everything. He would never admit to have done something wrong. And if he could see that there was something in it for him in lying, that he could benefit from a lie, he would do it, and he would do it cold-bloodedly. You could not tell from the look on his face that he was lying. And that is because one of the traits of a narcissist is that they can tell a lie and believe it themselves. The best salesman is a salesman who really believes in his own product. And that's a narcissist. The narcissist really believes in his own lie. In the moment he tells it, he believes that that is the truth. Yeah? He believed that when he said, "I had to hit her because she was hysterical," he believes that that really was, he was subdued, or he was pushed, or he was pressured into hitting her when he beat his wife. And it had nothing to do with him. It was her behavior that actually made him hit her. He would believe that himself, and thus people around him would believe it too, especially me. I was just a little girl. So I believe that the reason my father was bad was that all the other people was treating him badly. Well, as I grew older, in my 20s, I started to reveal my mother's lies. In the beginning, when I started therapy, I was 23, I started talking about my mother. I couldn't see that there was anything wrong with my father, because he had brainwashed me to seeing him on a pedestal and seeing him as this perfect man who never did anything wrong. It was always the other people's fault. So I started talking about my mother and her alcoholism. And it took me 10 years to get through that and get through her lies of hiding alcohol and, driving car. She was drunk when she was driving, and she was really, really drunk. And I remember driving with her in heavy traffic, and she would just go, not caring about anything going on beside her or behind her or in front of her. She would just drive. And I could sometimes see the look on other drivers' faces go like, like that. And I was just a little girl sitting in the back seat of the car being held hostage on my mother's drunk drives. Well, she would lie. She would say that it was because she had a fever. She would even be stopped by the police. Then she would eat a lot of licorice. And she would flirt with the officer. "Hello, officer." So she would lie a lot, and she would pretend to be something that she wasn't. And she would do that a lot. Then when I had worked through that for 10 years in therapy, then it was my father's turn. It went a little faster. It was a little faster working through the issues of my father, because I had the experience of working through the issues of my mother. So after 5 years or so, I've sort of worked through the issues of my father. There's always that blind spot that you don't see, something that's also there that you don't see, and it pops up from time to time. There's a little blur of stuff that has to be worked through. Well, anyway, both my parents were really big liars, unfortunately, and that made me a liar as well. I grew up with my truth compass turned upside down, and I had the ability to tell a lie and believe it instantly. So if people ask me, "Why are you late for work?" I could say, "Well, I've been to the Canary Islands over the weekend for a party with some celebrities, and the plane was delayed. So I came late to the airport, and that's why I'm late here." And I would believe it. I would almost, I knew it was a lie. I'd never been to I wasn't at the Canary Islands during the weekend for a celebrity party, but part of me would believe it. So I could actually say it like it was the truth. I grew up with that skill. And then during my early 30s, I saw this in therapy. I saw that I was becoming a liar as well. And that even small stuff that really didn't matter, being 10 minutes late, really, come on, it doesn't matter. But even small stuff would make me lie. So I made a decision. In my early 30s, I took a decision. I will never tell a lie. And if I accidentally tell a lie, I will say it out loud and say, oops, I twisted the truth, or I told a lie, and here's the truth. And I would deal with the consequences no matter what. So now, today, I'm born in 66, so today I'm 49, going on 50, and I love it. And today, I've lived with this for 17 years. I've been telling the truth, and I've only had like 5 times where I didn't quite manage to tell the truth, where I had to go back and say, sorry, what I just said wasn't really true. And I have to tell you that this is an old pattern, that I sometimes tell a lie, even though I don't need to. But this is the truth, and then tell the truth. I've had 17 years of truthfulness and honesty, and it makes my life so much easier. You should really try it if you have some of the same traits, and you're telling white lies or black lies to not hurt someone, or to save yourself of bad situations. Don't do it. Don't do it. You are being inauthentic. Be authentic instead. Tell the truth. Deal with the consequences. I mean, if people don't like you because you are you, then are they worth having in your life? No. Be yourself. Tell the truth. Be honest. So, today, in this video, I will tell you that I would like you to ask me questions about me, about my narcissistic father, about my upbringing, about my own therapy, about my book Dead Man, or my other books, Your Way to Real Self-Esteem and Your Hero's Journey. You can ask me any question at all, and I will answer honestly and truthfully. Of course, there will be questions where I say, I don't want to answer this because it's not relevant to the public. Like, your imagination will tell you what I don't want to answer. But anyway, I will reserve my right to set boundaries and say, this is really private and I don't want to answer that, but please feel free to ask me any question. And if I want to answer it, and I can see a point in answering it, which I have quite wide boundaries, really. So ask me anything, ask me, and I will answer it honestly and truthfully. I'll do my very best to give you a truthful answer. So if you are sitting out there being a grown-up child of a narcissist, or a grown-up child of an alcoholic, or you want to write a book, or you're in therapy and you have a question for me, ask it and I will answer. Okay? I look forward to your answers. You can send them, you can either write them below this video, or you can send them, if it's private for you, you can send them to me at mette@metteklargaard.com, and I will put your question on my website, but without mentioning who you are. And if you are like a celebrity child, I will mask your question so nobody can recognize you. Don't worry. I know, I was a child of a celebrity for many years, and I know how to mask, so don't worry, I won't let it out. If you want to be anonymous, that's quite okay. I look forward to hearing from you. Bye!